people are laughing at us all over the world. They think we're stupid, and we are. I mean, we're being led by stupid people.
And we need brain in this country to turn it around.
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
I said, is there some kind of a test, an acuity test? And he said, there actually is, and he named it, whatever it might be. And it was 30 or 35 questions. The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. If you get it in order, you get extra points. Give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points. They said nobody gets it in order. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy. And that's not an easy question. In other words, they ask it to you, they give you 5 names and you have to repeat them, and that's okay. If you repeat them out of order, it's okay, but you know, it's not as good. Go back to that question and repeat them. Can you do it? And you go, person, woman, man, camera, TV. They say, that's amazing. How did you do that? I do it because I have like a good memory, because I'm cognitively there.
One of the great memories of all time. I went to an Ivy League college. I was a nice student. I did very well. I'm a very intelligent person.
I'm a very stable genius. Believe it or not, I watch my words very carefully. There are those that think I'm a very stable genius.
How did we get here with no evidence?
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
didn't do anything, right?
Very well said.
Well, that's it, right? He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
So we should let everybody testify.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
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 Obama is a Muslim. He's a terrorist. Nobody will ever tell me different. Do I have proof? No. Do I have articles? No.
But your mind is made up without any information.
My mind is made up.
There's no crime that's been, there's no crime that he's been accused of.
What does that mean?
What?
What do you mean?
They've not made an accusation or brought an actual penal code. Yeah.
Read the transcript.
Read the transcript.
Yeah.
Did you read the transcript?
I don't have to. Everyone else has. I can read it if I need to, but
Right, yeah. But it's important that everybody
happens.
reads the transcript.
It is very important. Pay attention and think for yourself.
Yes. You have, but to be clear, you have not read the transcript.
I haven't, no.
Right.
No.
But it is just important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a sheep, think for yourself.
But again, just to be very clear,
Yeah.
you have not read it.
I have not read it.
You just trusted somebody else
Correct.
who read it.
Yeah.
What were you saying about don't be a sheep?
Don't be a sheep. Think for yourself. Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes they say huge, not a bad one. Huge tax cut. But under our huge tax cut. Big league.
Big league.
Big league.
Beat her, big league.
Big league.
Big league. And I think we're going to make it big league.
Big league. Big league. And that's what's happened, big league.
Big league.
Big league.
And we're going to win big league.
Big league. Big.
Our canine, as they call, I call it a dog, a beautiful dog, a talented dog.
The diversity lottery program. Diversity and diversity lottery. Sounds nice. It's not nice.
Is the op-ed published in the failing New York Times by anonymous, really anonymous,
Take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings.
Total premeditation. Premeditation.
His teacher, Swami Vivekananda, once said, from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli.
Kenya and Tanzania.
Leaders of Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea, Namibia. Namibia's health system is increasingly self-sufficient.
Nevada. And you know what I said? You know what I said? I said when I came out here, I said, Nobody says it the other way. It has to be Nevada.
When they gaze upon Yosemite, towering sequoias, their love of country grows stronger, and our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
I mean, had Andrew Jackson been a little bit later, you wouldn't have had the Civil War. And he was really angry that he saw what was happening with regard to the Civil War. He said, there's no reason for this. People don't realize, the Civil War, you think about it, why? People don't ask that question. But why was there the Civil War? People don't remember. Nobody ever heard of it until I came along. Nobody remembered it for a long time, or they didn't use it. At least I use it all the time. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. You say that, people say, I didn't know that. But he was a Republican.
And a lot of people don't understand this, but it's so true. We built the Empire State Building in less than a year. Can you imagine that? And we're building a wall in Colorado. We're building a beautiful wall, a big one that really works, that you can't get over. They say a wall is medieval. Well, so is a wheel. A wheel is older than a wall. And I looked, and every single car out there, even the really expensive ones that the Secret Service uses, and believe me, they are expensive. I said, do they all have wheels? Yes. Oh, I thought it was medieval. The wheel is older than the wall. You know that? What some people say is Great Britain, and some people remember a word you don't hear too much is the word England, which is a piece of it. I have great respect for the UK, United Kingdom. Great respect. People call it Britain, they call it Great Britain, they used to call it England, different parts. But the UK, great respect. Belgium is a beautiful city. Russia is there. Russia used to be the Soviet Union. Afghanistan made it Russia, called Russia again, as opposed to the Soviet Union. A lot of these places you're reading about now are no longer part of Russia because of Afghanistan. Saying that China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain.
The US has long reigned supreme in the world of high tech, inventing the transistor, developing information theory, and eventually creating the microprocessor. Also, a septuagenarian can sit on his toilet at 5 in the morning and post a tweet that makes you question his sanity.
Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
This is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
He's heating up. Slams it in. Come on. Somebody should put a straitjacket on this guy. The bigger the shove, the bigger the love. He's heating up. He's on fire.
This is a tough hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. That's a tough one. It's tough to understand. It's tremendously big and tremendously wet. Tremendous amounts of water. I need water. Help me. I need water. Help. They don't have water. That's okay. That's what it. It was supposed to be pouring, the weather. It was supposed to be very rainy and nasty and cold and windy, and look what we have. With regard to the forest, when trees fall down after a short period of time, about 18 months, they become very dry. They become really like a matchstick. And they get up, there's no more water pouring through, and they become very, very, they just explode. They can explode. We have trees that are far more explosive He meant explosive in terms of fire. But we have trees that are far more explosive than they have in California, and we don't have any problem.
They're a forest nation, and they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem. It's going to work out. It's going to work out well. You know, we have a world, right? So the world is tiny compared to the universe. So tremendous amount of fumes and everything. You talk about the carbon footprint. Fumes are spewing into the air, right? Spewing.
We're going to bring our coal back, and we're going to have clean coal. It's clean coal, but we're going to have coal. And that gas is going to be just a beautiful thing, okay?
The coal mines are dying, but the only coal we give is coal to China. Do you think they clean the coal? Believe me, they don't.
That is the finest coal we've ever purchased. They're buying it from us.
I thought they were the enemy, but they're my friends.
We'll have an economy based on wind. I never understood wind. You know, I know windmills very much. I've studied it better than anybody. I know it's very expensive. They're noisy. They kill the birds. You want to see a bird graveyard? You just go. Take a look. A bird graveyard? Go under a windmill someday. You'll see more birds than you've ever seen ever in your life.
The windmills are wonderful, but you know, when the wind doesn't blow, they really do cause problems. We have no energy this week. Well, hopefully the wind will start blowing pretty soon.
And they say the noise causes cancer. You tell me that one, okay? You know, the thing makes it so... And of course, it's like a graveyard for birds.
Gonna have clean coal, really clean coal.
Tremendous fumes, gases are spewing into the atmosphere.
Clean coal, and that technology is working. I hear it works, so... You can have all the technology in the world. I'm a professional at technology. Professional
people.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. You know, if you go out and you want to buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID. You go out and you want to buy anything, you need ID and you need your picture. This incredible house or building or whatever you want to call it, because there really is no name for it, it is special. And we keep it in tip-top shape. We call it sometimes tippy-top shape. And it's a great, great place. I love that.
Well, number one, I'm not stupid, okay? I can tell you that right now. Just the opposite. The germ has gotten so brilliant that the antibiotic can't keep up with it. They go for a heart operation, that's no problem, but they end up dying from problems. You know the problems I'm talking about. There's a whole genius to it. We're fighting, not only is it hidden, but it's very smart, okay? It's invisible. And it's hidden, but it's very smart.
Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word. Oh. So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that, too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. I would like you to speak to the medical doctors to see if there's any way that you can apply light and heat to cure. You know, if you could. And maybe you can, maybe you can't. Again, I say maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm not a doctor. But I'm like a person that has a good you-know-what. The wind was blowing so hard in such a direction that if the plague ever reached them, I'd be very surprised. It could have reached me, too. You didn't worry about me. You only worried about them, and that's okay. Because I think they're so pure, it will never happen, all right? They've lived a great life. But, no, the wind was howling. We do it without, like, the musical instruments. This is the only musical, the mouth. And hopefully the brain attached to the mouth, right?
The brain, more important than the mouth is the brain. The brain is much more important.
The kidney has a very special place in the heart.
2 years old, 2.5 years old, a child, a beautiful child, went to have the vaccine and came back and a week later got a tremendous fever, got very, very sick, now is autistic.
Dr. Carson, you just heard his medical take.
He's an okay doctor.
The metrics right here. That's my metrics. That's all I can do. We have a situation where we're looking very strongly at sinks and showers and other elements of bathrooms where you turn the faucet on in areas where there's tremendous amounts of water, where the water rushes out to sea because you could never handle it, and you don't get any water. You turn on the faucet, you don't get any water. You want to wash your hands, the water doesn't come out.
But you know what? It's terrible. You want to wash your hands, you turn on the sink, no water comes out. So you leave the water go 10 times as long. It's the same thing.
Yeah. You go into a new home, you turn on the faucet, no water comes out. You can't wash your hands practically. There's so little water comes out of the faucet. They take a shower and water comes dripping out, just dripping out, very quietly dripping out. Just dripping out, just dripping out, very quietly dripping out. So shower heads, you take a shower, the water doesn't come out. People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. They end up using more water.
Sinks, right? Showers. And what goes with a sink and a shower? 10 times, right? 10 times. Well, Bob, not me, of course, not me. But you, him. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man.
No, I was with somebody and they said, you know, for a dishwasher, we don't have enough water, sir. I think a lot of the people in the audience would understand what I'm saying. They don't have enough water because they put restrictors on, so you don't have any water.
Dishwashers. We did the dishwasher, right? You press it. Remember the dishwasher? You'd press it, boom, there'd be like an explosion. 5 minutes later, you open it up, the steam pours out, the dishes.
They said, unbelievable. It's been unbelievable.
Now you press it 12 times. Women tell me, again, you know, they give you 4 drops of water. And they're in places where there's so much water, they don't know what to do with it.
And I said, what is that? What is that? In most states, I mean, outside of desert areas, we have so much water, we don't know what to do with it, right? A lot of states. Your state does pretty well with water, right? So they have plenty of water.
Where they have so much water that it comes down. It's called rain. That they don't know what to do with it.
So I passed a regulation, I signed a regulation that give the dishwashers much more water. Unbelievable. It's been unbelievable.
Also approving new dishwashers that give you more water so you can actually wash and rinse your dishes without having to do it 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that, by the way, includes your washers. You don't need too much water in your dryers. It's common sense. So now when you actually go into a new home and pay a lot of money, you turn on a faucet and water actually comes out. Isn't that nice?
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid. Right? There is no.